I think it's important to sort of really get to know the audience here because talking to different utilities, people are in very different stages. There's some amount of confusion, but there's also some amount of clarity, and it's really good to kind of hustle on how we look at these ideas together. So, what I would love for each one of our speakers to do today, so I'm going to start with Chuck. And what I want to hear, Chuck, is just kind of go and share a little bit more about, what specifically your work in electroscan is and where electroscan is really diving in this space. And maybe one other question for the audience to get to know you better. What in your life, in terms of purpose, brought you into the world of water? Because I think we all have a why, and that's what makes water people so committed and dedicated and passionate in this room. So it would be great for the audience to connect to you with your why.
Well,
So go for it.
great. I'll start with that. I was actually poor boyed into getting into the business. I was gonna be somebody, a venture capitalist in Silicon Valley, and my father had a heart attack, and we had a little business called Hansen Software back in 1980. We did work orders for water and sewer agencies. Yeah, I'm 66. So I told the VCs that I would only be up there for a month or two to close down the business, and finally sold the business 27 years later. So that was how I got into the business. Electroscan was a little bit different because I got a phone call from Dr. Ken Carey. Many of you know he wrote the EPA manuals on water and wastewater, and he asked me, Chuck, we're having trouble with our cured in place pipe finding defects. And I said, well, what does the CCTV have? He says, Chuck, CCTV can't assess sewers. I go, Ken, really? I mean, I made a fortune on CCTV. He says, no. He says, we need a new technology, and that was Electroscan. Fast forward a couple of years ago, Water Research Federation. I'm not sure if we have any representatives here. Did two interesting studies. One was on the fact that there were no commercially available products to find buried lead pipe. And the second study was actually the success of using and measuring electrical resistance to locate the difference between copper and lead pipe. So we decided, given our products for water and sewer, we decided that we'd have to downsize our products we're using on larger diameter pipes. We, of course, had to get into pressurized systems. And we also had to make sure we could do multiple 90-degree bends. And so I actually present to you the world's first device to locate buried lead pipes with 100% accuracy. This is called a SWORDFISH. We're not really releasing it until AWWA. I just happen to have one, so I thought I'd come out and show you about how you can now find buried lead pipe in your area down to half an inch. So that's my story.